Hello, everybody. This is the ToxicTalk podcast. Today, let's talk about how Bitcoin changes you. And this is really important because when I first got into Bitcoin, I was pretty arrogant, and I used to be really has a big ego. And I think I was always like arrogant, always mad, always nervous. Because I couldn't understand why. Right? Why things are not working well. Why nothing makes sense in this world. I could never understand why the value of the money has to go down over time. And I was always mad. It's like, so when I found Bitcoin, and this gives me some hope and relief, and to understand that, okay, now you have a money that cannot lose its value, right? Like, no stupid person can come up with an idea, right, and say, hey, I'm smarter than you, I want to do this project now, and you have no choice than accept it. You see? So for example, in the US now, they have there's an act, right? Inflation Reduction Act, right? Massively inflationary, right? 700 billion, right? Close to $1 trillion of money that will be printed to reduce inflation. I believe they are in more than $100 trillion of debt. This is like, if you count the total debt, but it's about 30 trillion, 31 trillion, and in other debt. So they want to print, right, all this money while they are raising interest rate on the poorest people, like people with credit cards. It's over 20% now on your credit card debt. Why they are raising interest rate on that, but they keep printing, right, on the other side to reduce inflation. Now they will get their goal on slowing down demand, because if you don't have money, well, it's obvious you're not gonna be able to spend. Where are you gonna get the money? So the prices will drop because there will be no demand. So that will force companies to go bankrupt because nobody's buying their product. They don't have money, right? In the short term. So now that comes back to how Bitcoin changes me, because Bitcoin helped me figure out these problems, right? I couldn't understand why, like, an idiot has to be voted, right, to change the rules of money, right? They come up and say, hey, I want to put bring taxes on you. I want to, I have this project, like somebody in the other side of the country decide to make childcare free, and you don't have child, right? But you have to pay for it because it's the same pool of money we all use. You understand? So that's what made me nervous. Like, somebody, right, on the other side of the country, like in a different city, right? Like, and by the way, that's millions of people doing that. What they're doing? Well, they're taking mortgages, $1 million of mortgage, to buy a worthless piece of shit house, right, of $1 million, when they get the money from the pool of money we all use. And this is devaluating that, right? This is a stupid game everybody play, but you're forced to play it regardless if you like it or not. So this is what pisses me off. And Bitcoin give you an exit, right? It's an exit. I don't care if it's $5, if it's $50, in whatever the time frame you want to do it. It's an exit, because once this money is converted into Bitcoin, it will never go back, right? Unless if you decide to bring it back, it will never go back to the Ponzi scheme system, to the fiat system, because once you deposit it in the bank over multiply it and take profit from it. So, yeah. Anyways, this was the Toxic Talk for today. And I hope you guys enjoyed that Toxic Talk. Let me know. Support the podcast, right? The channel. Like, there's a lightning invoice out there. You know, like, if you don't have to support now, like in the future, if you think this really help you, just come back and show me some love in terms of sats. If it's one sat, it doesn't matter. Now we have the ability to do so with Bitcoin and the Lightning Network. So, anyways, guys, I love having you listening, and I will see you again in the next Toxic Talk. Bye, coffee.